everyone! Welcome to Tamarliel. My name is Tam and today we have a Guild Wars video for you guys. Enjoy! Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tam and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Today I have my first video from the Guild Wars 2 beta. Today I am actually going to review a specialization, one of my favorites, if not my favorite specialization ever, and that is specialization that is going to come with Path of Fire for the elementalist, and it's called WEAVER. I am definitely going to play the specialization for myself because I personally love it. I love everything that is going to bring to the game. I cannot wait to start playing with it more so I can master it. I know that some people really dislike this because it's going to be very complex because of the amount of skills that are being introduced to the game for elementalist slash weaver. So yeah, today we're going to work on this. I'm going to review it. This is like a first impression slash overview. I'm not doing a full review. I am not doing a build. I'm not doing a guide or anything like that. So I just want to take a closer look at the weaver. This is my little elementalist that I created, nothing special, and I'm just going to, whoopsie, I'm just going to, did I press something? Nope, I did not. Okay, I am just going to take a look at the build. The build that the game offers you is Earth, Water, and Weaver. I'm just going to cover the Weaver portion and read everything that we got for a Weaver, and also we are going to go through all of those skills, and I'm gonna test it out in the end a little bit. I plan on testing out all 9 classes, and this week the way I'm going to test it is going to be light armor, medium armor, heavy armor, because I play most of my characters that I play are in light armor. Some of them are medium and none of them are heavy, so that's the way of taking a look at the classes. So yeah, let me take a look at Weaver. Weaver, your active attunement is now applied to your main hand, with the old attunement moving to your offhand. Attunement recharge are reduced, gaining access to dual attack and stance utility types. Literally, I'm gonna explain that after I test the classes, but when you pick your main attunement, when you click on the attunement, it's going to become your main attunement. The one you had before is going to get moved to the secondary attunement. If you click on the same attunement again, it's going to apply for the main hand and the offhand. That's what I wanted to say at the beginning. Now let's take a look at this. Superior elements. Dual attack skills weaken enemies. Also, weavers are getting sword. So elementalist is going to get a sword. Awesome. Superior elements. Dual attack skills weakens enemies. Deal increased damage to weakened foes. It's going to apply weakness for 4 seconds, minus 50 endurance and 50% fumble. Critical chance is going to increase to 7% for us. Elemental Pursuit, gain super speed when inflicting... Oh, sorry guys, that was my headphone. Super speed up to 2.5 seconds. Movement speed is greatly increased. Immobilize, unable to move. We're going to apply that to our enemies. Immobilize, chilled, and cripple. Master's Fortitude. Gain increased vitality when wielding a sword. Gain bonus vitality based on a portion of your power and condition damage. We're going to get 120 vitality, and we're going to gain vitality based on percentage of power, 5%, and condition, 5%. I am used to playing a power elementalist, but I think that we will have to switch to condition to play this properly, in my personal opinion. I don't know. Still haven't explored it that much, but I need to find another build for myself very soon. Elemental Refreshment. Gain barrier when using dual attack abilities. Barrier is going to be up to 378, so really cool. Weaver's Prowess. Gain increased condition damage and duration for a period of time after attuning to a different element. Weaver's Prowess is going to last for 8 seconds, 10% condition damage, and 20% condition duration. Swift Revenge. Gain swiftness when using a dual attack. Deal extra damage to enemies while under the effect of swiftness or super speed. Damage increase is going to be up to 7%, and swiftness is going to last for 4 seconds with 33% movement speed. Lesser Stone Resonance. Stance. Enter an earthen state, gaining barrier periodically over the course of stance. Basically, it's going to give us stone resonance for 5 seconds, and we're going to periodically get a shield and also a stability that is going to be it's going to last for 4 seconds. We're going to have 5 pulses, and the interval is going to be 1 second. Bolstered Elements. Gain stability when activating a stance. Activate a lesser stone resonance when struck while below the health threshold. Health threshold is 50%. So for us currently it is 7,238, and we're going to get stability for 4 seconds. Elemental polyphony. Gain attributes based on your current attunement. When dual attuned, gain both benefits. For fire attunement, we're going to get 120 power. For water attunement, we're going to get 120 healing power. For air attunement, 120 precision, and for earth attunement, 120 toughness. If you are attuned to fire and earth, you're going to get 120 power and 120 toughness. For fire and water, you're going to get 120 power, 120 healing power, and things like that. Elements of Rage. Gain a damage bonus for a period of time when attuned to a single element. Gain ferocity based on percentage of your power. If you're attuned only to fire, only to water, only to earth, and only to air, this is what is going to apply. But I'm not using this for my build, and I will never probably use this because I will most likely use 2 elements. I will merge 2 elements together most of the time. This is going to give us Elements of Rage, 10% of damage, and Ferocity based of percentage of power, that is 14% for me right now. Unravel Hexes. Lose conditions at a rapid rate while under the effect of super speed. Gain super speed when you are inflicted with inhibiting condition. Super speed 3 seconds. It is greatly improved. Unable to move, we're going to immobilize targets, cripple them, and chill them, and it's going to last for half a second. And the one that I really like is Invigorating Strike. Gain vigor when using a dual attack. Dodge roll. Rolling grants a barrier. Barrier is pretty cool because you do not receive damage while in a barrier. And vigor is going to be applied for 3 seconds, 50% endurance regeneration. This right here, this thingy right here. So now we're going to take a look at the skills. Sword main skills. I'm going to actually explain one thing first. When you're attuning to an element, so for example, I'm currently attuned to earth, and everything right here is in earth attunement. These are the sword skills, and I don't know what am I currently using. I need to check because I was switching things out. I'm using a dagger as my secondary weapon. So these are the dagger skills. Now, this is my main attunement right now. I'm using it on both hands. If I decide to switch attunements, for example, to fire, earth is going to be moved to my secondary attunement. Fire becomes my primary attunement. On these 2 skills is fire attunement. These 2 skills is fire attunement. The middle one is merged between fire and earth, and you get lava skin. So, for example, if you merge fire attunement with earth attunement, you're going to get. Did I merge it right? Oh, other way around. Just a sec. I'm gonna find it somewhere. Just a teeny sec. I lost it somewhere. Where are you? I saw it a few seconds ago, but I lost it. Lava skin? I saw it somewhere. Never mind. This one is merging between fire and earth. Literally, that's it. So this is pretty cool in my opinion, because the first 2 are going to be from the one attunement, second 2 are going to be, last 2 are going to be from the different attunement, and the middle one is going to be merged between those 2, which I really like. This is bringing so much versatility to elementalist / weaver / tempest, whatever you want to call them. It's bringing so much versatility and so much option for it. So now you have a different skill. Now if I decide to switch to air, fire is going to be secondary, air is going to be primarily, and this is something that is merged between fire and air. So yeah, I'm going to read all of the sword skills, and then we're gonna move on to everything else. Sword. Fire strike. Build elemental flames into your sword and strike your enemy. Flame uprising. Jump forward and deliver a fiery blast to the area. Cauterizing strike. Stab your foe with full force, dealing bonus damage against burning enemies. This, I'm not going to read all of the stats. I'm just going to go through the skills because there is a lot on Elementalist. Siege. Imbue your blade with water, healing yourself for each target you strike. Riptide. Use element of water to propel yourself backward and regenerate, leaving a healing area at your location. Aqua Siphon. Strike an enemy and draw water from them, causing them to deliver a healing burst to your allies. Onto air. Charging Strike. Strike your foe with a shocking force. Polaric Leap. Shadow step to your target and deliver a dazing strike. Gain super speed if you interrupt an enemy. Quantum Strike. Strike your foe, charging them with a static and causing lightning to strike repeatedly for a short period of time. Crystal Sash. Strike your opponent with your serrated blade. It's also going to inflict bleeding, which is awesome. Earthen Vortex. Burrow into the ground and erupt with earth-shattering force. It's going to apply bleeding and cripple. And Rust Frenzy also is going to apply bleeding. Strike your enemy with a deadly force. I love the bleeding options. I love it. So love it. If you're using your dagger as a main hand. Yeah, that's what I wanted to take a look. Nice. Let me take a look at the skills. If you're using a dagger as a main hand, I'm not actually using that. I'm using my sword as a main hand. But never mind. Let's read this for the dagger. Ashen Blast. Dual attack. Blind your foes with a burning ashes. Stream Surge. Dual attack. Slide to an area, blasting foes with steam while healing nearby allies. Plasma Burst. Dual attack. Burn your foes with Plasma Blast. Katabatic Wind. Release a frigid wind that damages foes. On the side you can see what did you merge. First one is fire with earth, fire with water, fire with air. Water with air, water with earth, and air with earth. So basically you have all of the options. Where was I? Mudslide. Dual attack. Trip your foes with a mud as you slide past them. And Gliding Stones. Shred foes with a storm of stones. Really cool. Really, really, really cool. If you're using a scepter as a main hand, which I highly doubt that I'm ever going to use, I think I'm going to use my sword as a main hand. Fracturing Strike. Call a meteor from the sky that crashes to the ground, creating an eruption of magma. Fiery Frost. Launch a fire and ice bolt while evading. And Plasma Beam. Fire a superheated jet of plasma at your foe. Glacial Drift. Whirl ice and air and ice together, sending out a super cool projectile that chills enemies it strikes. Stone Tide. Bleed your foe with ice and sharpened stones. And Earthen Synergy. Smite your enemies with the earth and sky, dealing damage from below and stunning them from above. For the staff, I don't know how actually this is going to work, but for the staff, the third skill is going to change depending on which attunements did you merge together. So the first one is Plasma Blast, that I already read about. Pyroclastic Blast, I cannot pronounce that word. Launch a molten rock that devastates an area. Pressure Blast, send out vaporous projectiles that heals allies it passes through. This projectile violently explodes if it hits the ground or strikes an enemy, healing allies and damaging foes in the area. Lahar, create an area that cripples and damages enemies. Monsoon, launches Hurricane in direction, healing allies and damaging enemies. And Pile Driver, after a short channel, launch a hyper-fast boulder that decimates the foes in its path. We also have something special for the Trident, the only weapon that we can use underwater. Plasmic Strike, quickly heat the area around your enemy, melting the fences. Molten Burst, gain a shield of earth, then release a molten burst from your location. Hydrothermal Vent, create a thermal vent around your target. Absolute Zero, send out a super cool shard that freezes enemies it's hit. Elemental Compression, inflict the area around the target with the immense pressure of the earth and sea. And Sudden Swath, launch a twisting earthen vortex at your enemies. I am super in love with Elementalist and all of its skills, and I also want to check what did we got for the slot skills. For the healing one, we got the Aquatic Stance. Striking a foe causes water to erupt from them, healing your nearby allies. Initial heal is 2,640 and stance heal is 573. We're going to get applied Aquatic Stance for 5 seconds, and it's going to heal enemies around you. You're going to get stability. For the utility, this Stone Resonance, this is a stance. Enter an earthen state, gaining barrier periodically over the course of the stance. Is going to last for 5 seconds. Is also gain as stability. Unravel, for a period of time you forego your Weaver training, choosing to fully attune to elements instead. It's going to get stability, and you're going to fully attune to element and temporarily lose dual attacks. Twist of Fate, break, stun, then spin and briefly evade attacks. Is going to give us super speed and stability. And Primordial Stance, channel the prime elements at their core, dealing damage based on your current attunements. Fully attuning deals the same condition twice. This is pretty cool. If you're attuned to fire, you're going to apply burning. If you're attuned to air, you're going to apply chill. If you're attuned to water, you're going to apply chill. If you're attuned to air, you're going to apply vulnerability up to 8 stacks. If you're attuned to earth, you're going to apply bleeding, and also you're going to apply primordial stance, and you gain stability for 4 seconds. I love this skill. Also, my favorite one so far is Weave Self. Temporarily reduce the recharge time of attunements while gaining bonuses for attuning to a new element. Successfully attuning to all elements and the stance and grants perfect weave. If you're attuned to fire, you're going to get 20% condition, water, 20% boon duration and outgoing heal effectiveness. Air 50% movement speed, and earth 320 toughness, which is pretty cool. Also, weave self is going to last for 20 seconds, gather the elements to become the ultimate being, and perfect weave is going to last for 10 seconds, 20%. You're going to get everything that weave self has to offer, and also stability for 4 seconds, you guys. So pretty cool. Now I'm actually going to test it out on a golem. I need to find a golem. Not that one. I need an... Okay, I'm gonna go with the medium one. Alright, I'm just going to test out the skills. I'm going to do everything and then switch attunements. I'm currently fire on the second one, on the main. Whoa boy! Fire on the main. And now let me move to this. I'm going to get earth as my main, and fire as my secondary one. And look at the third skill. Oh my god, you're getting a molten lava. Look at this. Looks pretty cool. Every single skill, actually stance that you're getting, you can use twice, so the recharge time is 2. I'm going to do the perfect weave, and now when you're doing perfect weave, you literally have to go through all of your different stances, attunements, and you're going to get a perfect weave. As you can see, I got a perfect weave. All elements are tightly tied together. I love the air skills because they are now let me switch to fire and water. Look at this. Twin strike quickly strikes and animates in front of you with an extreme nature of fire and water. Wow, this is awesome. I love the weaver. I'm just testing out a bunch of different things. Let me try our heal. Our heal can be applied twice, so you basically have 2 counts. You can apply it once, you can apply it second time, and it's giving a lot of healing benefits. If you want to tune to same attunement in the entirely, you just pick the same attunement twice. So yeah, this video went a little bit longer than I wanted it, so I'm terribly sorry. But yeah, that is going to be everything for now. I do not know why people do not like Weaver. Weaver is going to be extremely difficult to master, but I want to play a Weaver so much. I so much want to play a Weaver. So yeah, that is what is going to happen when the Path of Fire launches. Weaver is going to be my main. And yeah, you guys, that is going to be everything for this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos. And let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about the Weaver. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's good? It's bad? Whatever. So yeah, that is going to be everything. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'm going to talk to you guys next time. Bye!
Bye everyone! I'll see you in my next video!